Have you ever thought about comparing Ukiah to another small town in a different state? Well, I'm about to do that right now, so stay tuned and we're about to get started. Hello, my name is Kasie Gray. I'm your homegirl broker associate here in Ukiah, and today I am going to compare Ukiah to Gunnison, Colorado. So according to bestplaces.net, these towns are comparable. I am going to cover things like the economy, job population, real estate prices, and so on. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So let's talk. Let's chat, let's talk, what are we doing? So talking about unemployment rate first, the national average is 3.7%. Ukiah's is 4% and Gunnison's is 1.7. Okay, so starting off with the population size. The population of Ukiah is about 16,000 people. The population of Gunnison is about 6,200 people. So a little bit of a difference. Ukiah since 2010 has had a population decline of 0.2%. Gunnison has had a population growth of 8.1%. So it is growing at a much higher pace, and Ukiah is declining according to these stats. Let's talk next about the cost of living. Compared to the rest of the country, Ukiah's cost of living is about 15% higher than the average cost of living for the rest of the country. For Gunnison, the cost of living is about 1.3% higher than the average. So Ukiah, obviously being in California, one of the most expensive states, that makes quite a bit of sense. Another thing that I found really interesting was the cost of gas. Another thing that I thought was really interesting was the household income. So the average household income is 5% higher for Ukiah, but Gunnison is 33% less than the national average. So both incomes are, fairly less than the national average. This website, Best Places, has the income broken down into percentages on income less than 15,000. For Gunnison, it's 16%, and Ukiah, it's also 16%, and the United States, it's 11%. So as you can see, Gunnison and Ukiah both have large percentages in lower income brackets. The next highest bracket that they have in Gunnison, about 14% make between 60 and 75,000 annually, and in Ukiah about 10% make that. Ukiah's next top one is between 100,000 and 150,000, where 12% make that, and then Gunnison's next highest is between 20 and 30,000, where 13% make that. So you can see the little breakdown. It's definitely very interesting to take a look at. Sales tax is exactly the same in both cities. Income tax, though, in Gunnison is 4.6%, and in Ukiah it's 8%. And the average household income for Gunnison is 41,000, and the average for Ukiah is 43,000, where the United States average is 57,000. So both are on the lower ends compared to the United States, which is definitely interesting. Some other things that I found that were interesting are the economy stat that they have is the jobs in Ukiah have increased by 0.5%, whereas the jobs in Gunnison have increased by 4.6%. As far as weather and climate goes, the best months for Ukiah are June, May, October, and the least pleasant months are December and January. And then for climate and weather in Gunnison, the best months are August, June, and July, and the least pleasant months are January and December. So, winter is not enjoyable for anyone. Unless you're a pro skier, then winter's probably the best month for you. As far as voting goes, Mendocino County has voted Democratic for the last 5 presidential elections. Gunnison County has voted Democratic in the last 4 presidential elections after voting Republican in 2000. So both pretty blue counties. As far as transportation goes, I feel like this stat is maybe a little bit off. It says the average commute time for Ukiah is 19.8 minutes, and the average commute time for Gunnison is 14.3, where the national average is 26 minutes. Unless you're working out of town, I guess, then that would make sense, but in Ukiah, you can get anywhere within 5 minutes. I would assume the same for Gunnison, you know, as being a town with 6,000 people. But I mean, I'm not the stat guy, so that is definitely interesting. The median home cost in Ukiah is around $353,000. Home appreciation in the last 10 years has gone up 5.7%. In Gunnison, the average or the median home price is $274,000, and home appreciation in the last 10 years has gone up 8.6%. When it comes to schools, both towns seem to spend significantly less than the average price per student. The average for US is $12,000. Ukiah is $9,474,000 per student, and Gunnison is $9,742 per student. So significantly less than the US average, and there are about 22.5 students per teacher in Ukiah, and in Gunnison there are about 14.4 students per teacher in Gunnison. So I thought these stats were super interesting. There will be a link down below where you can go and explore the bestplaces.net site that compares the two. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm sure after this video I'll look up an agent in Gunnison. So if you're interested in moving there, you can let me know and I will give you her or his contact information. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'm loyal.